But anyway, let's jump into it, right?
Let's jump into it, man.
So I mean, I do have a question though before I even start talking about it. Like, when you were like in school, did you ever have any like financial literacy classes like growing up, junior high school?
Never, actually, never. No.
I think that's really interesting that they don't talk about certain things, like about saving money, about budgeting, about how to properly, build your credit and stuff like that. Especially when I was in school, we didn't have classes like that.
I feel like we definitely need that, especially nowadays. These kids, well, we all need it. I feel like we don't, even adults need that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you start off young, then you'll definitely be better going in the future.
That's I 100% agree. And I know a lot of like conversations have been going on, like the disparity between like what white folk kind of already have understanding of, and then what black folk kind of have to like catch up and kind of understand. But I think like if this is something that is taught in schools, even just the basics, that at least gives people somewhat of not even a head start, just like an even playing field to then make the right choices themselves. But like, I know these are like my random deep questions, but how do you feel like you learned about like credit and how to like deal with your money?
I learned the hard way. Making mistakes. My first credit card, I was in college. And they give you that college deal on your credit card, yeah. And I did good for a bit. I did good for a couple months because I didn't use it.
Okay.
Man, the first time I used it, man, I got addicted. I was. I'll pay this back.
Never.
Swipe it. Before you know, I'm like 700 in the hole. I'm like, for a college kid, I'm like, oh, the fuck is going on?
Right, then like, oh, now how am I really supposed to pay this back, right?
Yeah, I found a shorty to pay it for me though.
You said you found a shorty to pay it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you was out there like that? Okay, having shorty paying your credit card bill early.
Listen, I can't.
Oh,
I know.
Have a conversation about that, sir.
I know. Future wise, I couldn't mess up my shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
What was you doing having short? How'd you get that? How you get shorty to pay your bill?
Oh no, it was a. Let me tell you the story, right? There's a shorty. I ain't gonna say her name. I feel like she was listening and shit. What up, though? You know what I'm saying? So I remember, she paid a couple things actually for me. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's actually.
Is she a sugar mama or like?
Huh?
Would you give her the title of like your sugar mama or like?
Nah, I wouldn't call her. Just in case you listen to this. I don't know.
But I'm saying, you saying she paid for a lot of things for you. Was you the sugar baby? She was your sugar mama?
I mean, hey, listen, it's kind of sugary out here in the set. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. I see you.
Yeah, but yeah, so the card needed to get paid, so she paid it. And and then I left the whole credit card game alone. I was like, I'm not fucking with this credit card shit no more. Then I got another card. Then later on, I got another card. And then I fucked that up as well. So now I'm not dealing with credit cards, but I do want to get a secure credit card, just to like continue building my shit up.
And what do you think, like your even credit part aside, right? How do you feel like your relationship is like with money? Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, there are these money personalities where there are certain people that are afraid of money. There are certain people that. Darn, I should have like re-looked up the names because they just taken me down. But like, there's 4 different personalities that you can have when it comes to money, and that determines how you then interact with money. Either you always want to give it away, either you're afraid of it, either you want to hold on to it, or like you value it. Like it's either like a money, you praise money, or like you're afraid of money. There's 4 different ones. But it's like, how do you think your relationship is?
I'm definitely not afraid of money, but. I also believe you have to, invest it. So for me, I invest money back into my business, things that I'm doing. So I think ultimately it's all about really investing, using that money wisely, investing that money wisely. I don't really believe in necessarily holding on to money. I believe in like using it, investing it, putting this shit somewhere that can make more money for you.
No, that's the fair. I'm looking up what the names of the personalities were because I wanted to find it. But yeah, so because like for me, I feel like my mom made a lot of mistakes, and so like even though she didn't necessarily teach me how to properly like when it came to credit per se, or like that I should save a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think because of the mistakes she made, she just told me what not to do.
Okay.
So like my mom was like, never co-sign for anyone, because she co-signed for family and they fucked her shit up. It was like, save money, but it never was really like a full detailed plan, or like, you know, don't, you know, it was very basic, but I felt like I was automatically a big saver. So I just automatically didn't like waste money. Yeah. Like even growing up, and then I'm gonna go into more of the other credit details. But even like growing up, like when you're a kid, like when you're going to high school and stuff like that, usually sometimes you get money from your parents, maybe to like buy food, lunch, or whatever. And my mom would always want to be like, here, take $20. Like just take it. And I was like, no, I only need $5. That's the type of teenager I was.
I'd be like, thank you for that $20. I mean,
that was the type of teenager I was. Like I knew that a bagel in the morning cost $1. Orange juice was $1. Well, bagel was like 80 cents back, you know, back then. $1 for orange juice. Maybe if I ate lunch at school or whatever, but then like if I wanted a snack after that, I had like $3 left over. Okay. That's how I didn't need more than that.
You kind of you break it down,
right? Like, so my mom would try to give me money, and I was like, no, it's okay. But that's just I just automatically was born being like a saver, you know. But then I learned more about like how to what the little details are when it comes to like credit and stuff like that, which was able to help me like really, I guess, progress kind of like, I don't want to say like past my friends, but I do feel like at my age I've
you passed them. It's okay. Just you can say it. You can say it. I've been able you can say hey, she passed y'all. That's cool.
But I just feel like I've been able to accomplish like financially, I've made some good decisions that like by 30, you know, some people are like starting to do now, which is fine. I don't feel like there needs to be like a time limit on anything. Yeah. But I feel like now that I've learned all this information, it's like my friends call and harass me to try to like, you know, help them fix their credit and shit and whatnot. So
Traylon, save me.